I don't know how to do a YouTube intro. All I just know is that, bro, we're just playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and fuck it, let's get into it. I'm at the read.
Go ahead.
Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But she's gonna chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Stratos. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, now I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Dang, bro, she's rejecting me off rip on my days. Fine. Oh, or did I reject her? But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Shadows, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds just like us, bro. The fuck?
Very.
I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Yo. Because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised you even let myself relax.
Like the man, bro.
Facts, bro. She controlling his life off rip. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Hey man, I got me a nice little childhood friend, you know what I'm saying? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yo, bro, imagine there was an anime club in our high school, bro. I would join it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even care if people look at me, bro. I would join it. Bro, if they had an anime or manga club in there, bro, I'm joining it. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meaning? Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. So she was the first one to show interest after the... Oh shit, I just got lost. So she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Hold on, I'm gonna view your stream real quick. I'm gonna have it in the background. So, if you need to mute me, just mute me, and I'll hit you up so we can, like, you know what I'm saying, talk or whatever, so you can do your stuff. So my voice don't get, like, overbears over yours. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good.
Okay. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, so you're promising things that you can't, okay? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let her have a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I was, wow, okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always said nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Yo, bro, why are you on my top already, bro? I just came up in here. You're on my top. Ah, Stratos, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. What's she, like a tsundere? Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest one in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's not to me, both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, isn't that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Stratos. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika? Come sit down, Shadows. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Bro, what a messy eater. I turn to the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Yo, I have a question. In the comments, are you guys the types that like breaks the cupcake in half like with the icing and make like a sandwich, or do you just eat it normally? I'm the type, I like to eat mine normally. I don't understand why people break like the cupcake in half and like smush it to make like a cupcake sandwich. To me, bro, there's just too much icing. I can't handle that much icing. Like, I don't like overly sweet things. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Facts, the classic tsundere line. Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sorry said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises her eyebrows and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Well, I got forced. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Excuse me. And Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Yes.
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised. There are more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. I mean, oh wow, bro. I'm like clogging in my head. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Stratos, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I murmured quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I'm dead. This man's already becoming a simp. Oh my days. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So recitals? What is that word? Recitals up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Shadows? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I blatantly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have been convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Yeah, bro, you have 4 girls just staring at you, bro. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Shadows. You all have defenses against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. Bro, my nigga, bro, you are a simp off rip. What the fuck? One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So he grabs her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'll be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Shadows, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Shadows, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room, and make our way home. The whole way, my mom wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day at the school and literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortunes will find me. And I guess that starts with the writing a poem, though. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, wow. Okay. What the fuck? Try to pick words. Okay, so who should we go for, dog? The childhood friend, the tsundere, or like the nice little bookworm? I don't even know. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna go the trope, the what's it called? The childhood friend trope. Let's go for it. Let's go. Sing. Boop. Why not? Vibrant. Fuck are these, bro? How am I gonna make a poem out of just these words though? Go friends. Why not swimsuit? Dude, what the fuck are these words? Bro, lust, why not? Uncontrollable Uncontrollable, Sonic, Fortune. Starscape sounds kind of fun. Heavis is kind of fun. Fantasy, of course. Suicide? The fuck? Bro, why they just throw that up in there right now? Let's go Kiss. Special. Destiny, kind of like that. Of course, anime. Oh, do they jump up off the words or no? Look confused. Doki Doki. Oh, they do. So I'm low-key. Oh, I'm low-key like shitting on who I'm supposed to go for right now. Let's go Promise. Okay. Oh, so they have little interactions over here. Okay, I see. Dude, why they just throw in like dark words, bro? Like death and shit. Fuck. Childhood. What? She's literally wearing a red ribbon. What are you talking about? Graveyard, dude. What the fuck? Let's go romance. Yeah, bro, there's some words up in here, bro. That's like dark, dude. Let's go on adventure. And passion, baby. Gotta have that passion. How you getting shadows? Guys, you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, shadows. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first in the literature, we're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like it deserves it. It's like, yo, bro, you've been on like tip ever since I got here, bro. Like, back the fuck off. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her money collection in the club room. Put her on blast. Appreciate. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Shadow's always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Oh, how dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Shadows could become good friends too. Facts. Don't count me out just yet, King. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh. Yuri invited you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess this means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture for me is a pleasant surprise. If it'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Nigga, I'm capping so hard. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read at your own pace. Yeah, bro, if you want this book in like 5 years, shit, I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious. I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that I feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. Probably some shoujo shit. No offense to anybody that loves shoujo manga, but like I'm more of like a shonen seinen type of guy. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Travis. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls out from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire, striking, animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Wow. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming an additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I could talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get all into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. The chapter seems like it's all about begging. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I'm just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. So cap. Bro, like, one of my things with manga, and not gonna lie, so when Tokyo Ghoul first came out, like, I read it and everything, like, first I figured out all about Tokyo Ghoul and shit. I never drank black coffee, or I never really drank black coffee until then. Like, after I read Tokyo Ghoul, that's when I started drinking black coffee, and like, bro, I'm addicted. Just, like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? What? Let me guess. She doesn't have friends? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share any manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except, Monika was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Bro, I don't know how to like laugh on command, bro. That shit is so hard. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minoru is my favorite character. You almost feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling that you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your time be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we had enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches like, yo, bro. You're fucking up the game, Monika. You're fucking up the game. You can't be doing this to me, bro. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and head it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monika just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if we didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I heard see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I read my poems to first? I mean, Millie Girly was cool, so I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It'd probably only be fair if I share mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. Oh, was I supposed to pick the girl that I wrote it for? Oops. My bad. Oops. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I'll be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, and I'd be going, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like, bro. You're such a fucking super. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go and announce and get to the whole world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. Any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. What the fuck is this poem, bro? I don't even mean to judge. Not like I can probably write a better poem than this, but my nigga, what is this, bro? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Yeah, facts, bro. Nah, bro. My nigga, I'm capping, bro. I didn't really like it, bro. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Bro, I don't know what type of topic you were trying to hit on, my nigga, but bro, it did not hit for me, bro. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. I mean, like, bro, she wrote about animals. Like, I guess, like, bro, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, fucking horses can run, fucking fish can swim. Yeah, nigga, I know this. I don't really see the point, but okay, I guess. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That was on purpose? Yo, bro. Okay. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let me read it to my childhood friend. This is a good poem, Shadows. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it so seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Shadows. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people will do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, let's see. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yo, what the okay. Low-key, the second part right here was fine. Like I was fucking with it. But this, bro, that threw me off so hard. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes you feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go with the book reader. Let's see what she has. I'm expecting hers to be like the best, to be honest, because she's more into literature. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No. That just breaks my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once you find your train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Chopped some of many words. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example of trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, cursive, okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight tab withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. Bro, I'm so lost. Maybe, bro, I just don't get literature, bro, but I don't really understand, like, the point of this. And not to speak bad on everybody's poems, but, bro, what is it supposed to mean? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, okay? It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight that withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. Oh, okay, I see. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Oh, okay, I see. So it's like some past, present, future type shit. Okay. Cool. I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. No, it's just cursive. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, if I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Bro, back in high school, I remember so I was in AP Lit, and I used to write like a scribble cursive, kind of like that, but not as like pretty. And bro, my teacher came up to me and was like, yo, bro, you gotta change your writing. I was like, bro, why? She was like, dog, like, bro, this shit is like unreadable. And bro, I felt so pissed. And I went to like print, and bro, it was so ugly, because I was one of like those kids that were like really small, because you had like the kids that were like massive and just disgustingly tiny. I was the disgustingly tiny type of kid. Not gonna lie. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, if it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh shit, I'm joking. oh shit. Oh dude, I was drinking. I almost died. Now let's see what our poem's about. Hi Shadows. What's up, girl? Oh shit. Oh, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring up things. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shadows. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Shadows. Really? It's a lot cuter than expected. Bro, I gotta figure out, bro, how to like laugh on command. Cause bro, is so fucking cringe. Bro, I bet that shit sounds disgusting. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Michelle Silverstein? Who the fuck is that? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. It might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anyone. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find let me start over. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Oh yeah, let's get it. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Oh, so, wow, she actually wrote a longer one. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction sparkles protrude? A noisy neighbor? Angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Huh? The fuck? What's this supposed to mean? So what is like some pervy shit? Yo, okay, so this reminds me like the hole in the wall shit. So I was reading a manga, I forgot the name. I'm gonna try to look it up and see if I can remember, but I forget, dude. It was like some it's kind of embarrassing to talk about it, but fuck it. But it was like some it's based like an ecchi manga where like a girl, like she would literally sit on the other side of the wall. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about it. Actually, fuck that. I'ma just, if I can remember, I'ma put it in the comments and see. But it's actually a pretty good manga. I forget it though, but it's interesting. It's really interesting. I'm not gonna spoil. So what do you think? It's very freeform. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. That's when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, fourth wall break, I guess. Whew. I guess just everyone. I glanced around the room. Yo, where's my poem? Nigga, can I not read my own? That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're genuinely exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem and watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute? Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh, okay, so what, do they have beef or some shit? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can I be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. And? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Stratos did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Stratos liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Dude, they got beef? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Shadows appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Stratos started. Get what the fuck? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, but they just noticed I was standing there. Stratos. She tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Stratos. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Shadows? Well, how did I get dragged to this in first place? Honestly, I think Shawty right here, Natsuki, is low-key like a little wrong. I mean, well, she was a little bit more childish, I should say. I feel like she kind of just, I don't know, like, OD'd a little bit too hard right there. She did like low-key shit before that. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be ooh. I'm sorry, I'm going with Yuri, bro. Shawty Natsuki was mad childish on that, bro. You gotta like chill, like calm down a little bit. I'm not gonna pick the little this one because that's kind of like lame. Natsuki, you're right. That I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Facts. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. Understand, Yuri. And you're a seriously talented writer. There's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Facts. Okay. So me picking that answer was not there. You're a mean woman, and if you just told her how you felt, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki. I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't do. You apologize? Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody's taking her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Yeah, bro. She's like tweaking, bro. She needs to chill. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has a chin burger in her hand. While she stares down at her desk, I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated into being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Shadows. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of the club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make it enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Shadows, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kind of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Shadows, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. And Sayori beams at me. It sure has been a while since Sayori has spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Shadows? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get on with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori started to got onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, what does that mean, buddy? We just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so another poem. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. It feels like Yuri is really coming on to me strong. Maybe I'm like just tripping. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. So I'm gonna kind of fuck with her for a little bit. So if I was to write it in her style, what would her style be? Definitely Tom, I think. I don't know about suicide, but okay. What's something that makes it go crazy? From her poem, she's more of a. Okay, that was fucking wrong one. Dream, giggle, play, peaceful, disarray. I was like peaceful. Oh shit, I'm choosing the wrong ones. Bouncy piece, email, landscape, save landscape. Yeah, kind of figured. Portrait would definitely be her. Ambient would definitely be her. Question would definitely be her. Could it be her? Let's try Ravenclaw. No, okay, that's fucking hard. Wonderful Heartbeat Bunny. Depression sounds like her. What? Depression is what? The first one? Okay. Unending. Awesome. Fear. Forget. Cheat. Try Unending. Twirl. Hop. Card. Milk. Trophy. Philosophy is definitely her. It's like intellectual. Definitely her. She has passion, but I feel like passion would be low-key her. Kawaii is definitely her. Jump, I think is her. Rainbows, definitely her. Friends, I think that's her. Socks, I don't even know who the fuck. Charm, Fireworks, Tenacious would be her for sure. Fireworks, probably one of these two, probably the first one. Flying, I don't fucking know. What was it? Passion. No, fuck's sake. Oh shit. Determination, fickle, nature, fantasy. Fantasy is her? What? Destiny? Oh, facts, okay. Essence? Facts. She's more like the memories. It's not her? What? Broken. I want to figure out like who is the more darker side? Broken, pain. Let's see who broken is. Okay, so she's broken for some reason. Melancholy. Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm getting somewhere. And sucks. No, definitely. Whistle, fireflies, precious blanket. After image would definitely be her. I'm lucky fucking with Yuri. Another day passes, and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Shadows. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? Oh, you broke bastard. You trying to fucking make me buy you snacks? Oh, you cheap fuck. No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents fall onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. What's Sayori? That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves me one option. Wow. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in the looks of... Okay, I have a question. So, on the poem sheets, the 3 girls pop up, right? Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki. But Monika never pops up for some reason. Why is that? That's kind of weird. Like, why can't I try to appeal to her too, out of everybody? I don't know. Maybe they'll kind of explain that later. But that's one of my questions for now. The phrases in her book is always... I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Strauss to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. It's Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of us all. Don't let her fool you. She knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What the fuck did I do? Smack her? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacked Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution? Actually, someone almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Okay, so she's like the airhead basically. We have the tsundere. I don't know what type you put her in. I really don't know. One of those little, I don't fucking know. I don't know what to put Yuri in yet. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bet my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, no, you fat fucking. Bakers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, what do you think you gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori out her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, do you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away for safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. What, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you play music well, Monika. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Shadows. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappears to the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this since I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri didn't tell me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Oh shit, where'd it go? Okay. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Shadows? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. It's Holly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive ones for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just one moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just that it's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit... Oh shit, I read this wrong. Our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Oh, what an intimate moment between us. Oh my. I do the same thing with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it underneath her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I assume that she just finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her, and she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your own mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Stratos, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand for the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it into my bag. Poem time, boys. Alright, we're gonna go with Yuri first, just because, you know what I'm saying, we've been kind of intimate lately. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Stratos, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a really good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Let me guess, she doesn't have friends, huh? I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. So what is this, like a club full of fucking loners? The hell? Alright, let's see. I do. If it's with you. Oh, this one's long as shit. Dude, this one's long. What the fuck? Okay. The raccoon. Bro, like the first poem's like a couple like lines, bro. It's just a paragraph now. Dude, goddamn. Alright, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Okay. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. What? Whoa, okay. So you were more into the knife, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. Don't tell me she wants to cut herself. Oh, dude, fuck's sake. I hope it's not that deep. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Oh, I think she wants to cut herself. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. She definitely wants to cut herself. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. You see what I mean? I fucking knew it. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood? Classic Pavlovian conditioning? I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay, so she cuts herself, it seems like. Alright, well that's good to know. I was not expecting it to, okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. So I can see that for sure. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I think I know, dude. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, and I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean, well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Okay. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Shadows? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, let's see what Sayori has to write. Oh, dude, what type of dark shit does she fucking go through? So, Yuri, I think, cuts herself.
You see yourself?
You said, I'll see? Yeah, bro, because this, bro, what the hell? Oh, I like this one, Shadows. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean. I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy things the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Okay, so that's why she likes rain clouds, because that's in her dialogue. Okay. And make a nice happy rainbow, because she likes rainbows. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Shadows. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh wow. Dude, whoa, what the hell? Dude, she wrote a lot too. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them out from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. So what is she like, putting on a facade basically? That's what it kind of reminds me of. Like she's like faking her happiness to the point where it's like driving her insane, and that like she's just putting on a front constantly, even though in reality like she's probably going through something like shitty or something like that. And that's what this sounds like. But instead of expressing herself, she just keeps it in until like she crashes. This is what it sounds like to me. Okay. I don't know if I'm right, but that's what it sounds like. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. See, and this is what drives her over the edge. You cannot say this, my guy. Reading her a poem? Please, choose your words carefully, bro. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. And that's the point. She's faking her cheerfulness, probably. I'm thinking too hard about it. She's probably a people pleaser. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before trying to get no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Well, it feels like one girl cuts herself. One is just a people pleaser who probably doesn't want to be a people pleaser, but doesn't know how to stop. Let's see what Natsuki's problem is. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little bit more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat. Well, fuck you too. That may be true, but I just want to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meanings just by using annoying and complicated languages. Just make it simple, cute and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS, huh? Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Dude, are you still pressed about yesterday? Fuck's sake. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Yo, Christ, dude, why is she so full of herself? Okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really badly. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without. Whoa. Okay, so does she get bullied for liking manga? Is that it? Because she can't bring manga home because her dad supposedly beat her or some shit. And she doesn't have friends, obviously, and she can't really express her her enjoyment of manga. So I'm guessing maybe she's like a outcast, or she feels like she can't make friends just because she likes manga, or probably she's getting bullied because she likes manga. That's my guess for right now. Okay, not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward at this point. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Excuse me again. Excuse me for a third time. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that subject the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks mine. Yeah, see, I could already tell. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as it's not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. You wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it. Cutting herself probably. But she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that that's anything wrong. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has a trouble finding words. I guess. I just try not to be so mean to her. Because she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for you tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, so one girl wants to cut herself, one girl is putting on a facade, and one girl is basically scared to get bullied, or is getting bullied because she likes manga. Hi again, Shadows. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. Great job, Shadows. I was going for ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. True, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. And likes how Yuri likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I can't take years of practice. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. And so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, okay. Save me. Uh-oh. Okay, before I even read, I'm gonna just guess, right? I'm gonna put my thought out here. She's probably feeling a lot of pressure because, like, she's a top student or whatever, leader of the debate committee last year, club president, probably good grades, everything. And so probably the pressure on her is like probably causing her to go buku in the head. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony. I hope I read that right. Of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Wait, what? What does that mean? Load me? The hell? It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Yo, she's breaking the fourth wall like crazy. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets you can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So we're putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You did it. You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. There's a lot to ask them to recite the poems aloud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event, and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we will be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? I don't know. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or she's simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Oh, wrong button. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finished her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, wow. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her curving words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she insinuates, with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. And we give Yuri the attention she deserves, huh? It's not that we didn't want to applaud for him. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hey, Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't endlessly cheered like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I'd probably think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Shadows liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. And it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm gonna make you think of a poem that challenges you a bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Shadows. It's not gonna compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Shadows lower everyone's standards a little. Damn, yo, shorty. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not got much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She heads back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Another festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yup. Look at you two, always holding home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Shadows. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little wider than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Oh, sorry. I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, you were asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're gonna put me on the spot here. Ooh. Who do I pick? Ah, jeez. Dude, don't put me at a crossroad like this. Granted, like, I'm messing with Yuri a little bit more now, but I don't want to break Yuri's heart. Because, like, she's my childhood friend. I'm, like, cool with her. But I can't be a people pleaser either. So, to be honest, I'd rather work on with Yuri. I'm like, okay. Well, why can't I work with Yuri, huh? Why did you thought I'd make my heart count? I mean, give my heart is for her to socialize. I feel awful turning her down, so. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That's nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for chatting me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I'll hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what happened in that time? Cool. Alright. So I'm gonna save it here, guys. It's getting kind of deep. You know what I mean? Like, they're starting to express more of their darker sides, kind of. Like, I could tell. And I can see where it's gonna get dark. But I'm definitely interested to see where this goes. So, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.